If your days are starting to feel like just one big long to-do list, it might just be time to add a little bit more magic into your life. While I know there's joy in the big things, the vacations, the holidays, that type of thing, I really do think that there are ways to create joy in little everyday moments as well. I know romanticizing your life kind of sounds a little hokey, but I really don't think it's about pretending that everything's perfect. Rather, it's more about finding and actually creating the sweetness in little everyday moments. In fact, I think this just might be the essence, really, to creating a truly happy life. You take a moment to notice the breeze on your skin. You choose a pretty little basket to gather things from for your garden, or maybe you appreciate all the colors of a sunrise. Taking the time to notice these things, it isn't frivolous, it's really life-giving. It anchors you in presence, and in the process, it allows you to relax and just feel a little bit of peace. I think the secret to living this way is not just to watch for the beauty that can be found all around you everywhere, every day, but also to create your own little luxuries and magical moments. So today I'm sharing some of my favorite ways to bring that magic back into the everyday. One easy and free thing that you can do is to really soak in what nature brings each season. Here's a thought. What if instead of just driving by them, you find a way to stop and watch those little goslings for a moment or two? And even if you don't go barefoot much, I really think there's something truly magical about the first time that you do it each spring. That soft, springy earth, and there's kind of a chill in the ground. It really kind of just makes you feel alive. And I like to taste that little tiny drop of nectar that's in the honeysuckle flower. It just reminds me of my childhood. In fact, there are so many flowers that the only time you get to appreciate them is when they bloom for a short time each spring. I really love cutting my own flowers for my flower gardens to bring into the house, but unless I have an abundance of flowers, I have a really hard time cutting them. So one way that I've kind of gotten around that, which also helps on cost if you're actually buying them, is to just use little small arrangements, which are kind of fun and cute. So today I have a few little bottles here to choose from. Let's see which one I think it would look best in. I think we're going to go with this one. So you can just cut all kinds of little things out of the garden. I even found a little pea shoot that I'm going to use. It's starting to wilt already here. But we'll just make a little tiny flower arrangement. I think it's really fun to snip little things that you've grown. It gives you endless little pockets of joy all the way from spring and into the fall. And even if you don't have much space, you can always grow a few little herb plants. These little snippings can become a great way to dress up your meals, whether it's adding a little sprig of mint to your chia pudding in the morning, putting pinches of rosemary and focaccia, or sprinkling a little handful of cut herbs over your main dish. You can even add things like lemon verbena into your tea or into smoothies. Actually, I kind of think that these little itty bitty garnishes even make your meal taste better in some cases. For example, I know that the shavings of chocolate and the sprinkle of Malden sea salt that I put on these chocolate spinach muffins made them taste so delightful. They're also naturally sweetened with banana, and they're gluten-free too. I'm telling you, they were so good. I'll have to be sure to tell you where you can get the recipe for these in the description. It's easy to find little ways to elevate your experience in the kitchen. For me, simply putting on an apron feels good. Or you might want to turn on the right music for you, or add a little flair to whatever you're making, like how I added a cinnamon swirl to this pumpkin loaf. The recipe didn't call for it, but it worked really well and it made it feel just a little more special. When you're just getting started with trying to add special moments that light you up into your days, I think meals are a really great place to start. Recently, I've been taking a morning tea break in my backyard. It's amazing what just spending a few moments outside for coffee or tea can do. You can even make it a little more special by lighting a candle or using china like I did today. No, cocktails are all the craze right now. They are fun and you can get really creative with them. I'm not a big fan of hard liquor myself, so I have been making some mocktails for a special drink. For this one, I mulled some mint leaves and raspberries, and then I just poured a ginger beer mixer over the top of it. Super simple, and I really love the spiciness of this ginger beer. The downside to these is they are pretty high in sugar though, so you do probably just want to use them as a special treat. Okay, these last two ideas for you are outside of the food department. Sometimes I like to sit down and give my feet some extra love at the end of the day. I have a whipped lotion that I made and like to use for this, and sometimes I also like to use a few drops of an essential oil for a bit of aromatherapy at the same time. It feels so good, and I feel so pampered when I take the time to do this. Then I'll wrap it up by putting on the softest socks I have, as that always feels really good too. And lastly, something as simple as just taking 3 deep breaths before you begin working is something that's always available to you, and your body will absolutely love you for it. So I hope that I have given you at least one or two new things that you can use in your own life to add a little bit more magic back in. And as we wrap up, I'd like to invite you to share with me either your favorite one or something else that you have found that adds just that a little bit of that luxurious, happy feeling, small, happy moment into your own life. Share with me in the comments. And if you would like more videos like this, actually, there's one that I did a while back that's kind of similar to this one that you might like if you enjoyed this one. Frugal living while feeling luxurious. I give some ideas in there as well. And if you just like this type of video in general and you aren't subscribed, would love to have you subscribe, share with your friends. And I'm just really happy that you've been here with me today. And have an amazing weekend.